Hey guys, so I apologize if I seem a bit out of it. It's been a long past few days and I'm pretty tired. But um, I wanted to take a minute to, I guess, address a comment or a question or something I received. And I think it's fair. I think it's a very good one. And I wanted to take some time to think about it before really responding to it. But I was asked how we can tell the difference between the quote unquote good ones and the quote unquote bad ones. And I understand that that my last video where I mentioned that was very vague, and I apologize. These are these are new, so I'm trying to get a hang of it. But the biggest thing that I can really think of is if they're willing to take responsibility for their actions. If they're willing to fess up to the bad things they've done and are willing to say, yeah, I did this, but I am doing everything I can right now to make up for it. And not just say that they're doing that, I'm doing everything I can right now, but I'm not doing anything. No, actually doing something. Actually going out and meeting with people and trying to help people heal and even bringing awareness to the issue. But for example, I was talking with somebody last night about Kevin Spacey. And we were talking about how Kevin Spacey comes out and he's like, yeah, I had sex with a boy, but hey, I'm a pedophile, yay! Or not pedophile, sorry. Hey, I'm gay, so it's okay for me to have sex with little boys because I'm gay, yay! No, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is if somebody's willing to fess up to the bad things they've done, willing to take responsibility, willing to say, yeah, I did this, and I didn't want it. I didn't want to do this. I was in a bad situation, and I'm doing what I can to make up for it now. I think that's a big reason why I'm doing this. Why I'm, coming out with these videos and trying to build awareness to this issue, because I've known that I've done some pretty shitty things, and I'll never be able to make up for it, and I know I'll never be able to make up for it. But I'm doing what I can right now to make up for it to who I can. And I guess that's the biggest thing, is you guys aren't idiots. You're smart, you're educated, you know how to research, you know how to think. You are rational, logical people who get penalized for asking questions and demanding answers. But I also trust that you guys have a good sense of intuition, a good ability to read people, to see when somebody's bullshitting you and being honest with you. And one thing that a lot of us have been learning is to use discernment. And that's going to be key in a lot of this, is discernment. But also seeing whether people are truly trying to fix things and truly trying to make a difference, or just placating and just want attention. So, yeah, I also want to take a minute to thank everybody. You've been wonderful. I've had a lot of people reach out, and you've all been helping, and I just needed to take a minute to thank all of you, and I will never be able to thank you enough. I'll never be able to really adequately show my appreciation and thank you for everything you've done for not just me, but everybody else who has gone through this and who is going through it right now. But yeah, I need you to know that I am eternally grateful. I will always be grateful, and I'm sure any other survivors who might be watching this is also going to be grateful. And if you are a survivor, if you've been through this, please reach out. Please talk to me. I have put my email address in the comments. If you'd like me to go into a bit more again, I will. But we need to come together. We need to come together, and we need to come out as a whole, as a collective, as a group. Some of you saw my interview with Danielle St. John last night, first live interview I've done, and that was a thing. That was a thing. But she had mentioned a movement that I was working on, and I completely brain farted and didn't realize what she was talking about, so I apologize to you. You were amazing, and you're fantastic. But the movement that she had mentioned, that I had mentioned to her, was, I believe, if I recall correctly, the hashtag I Survived movement. Talking about the people who have survived Pedogate, who have survived the what is known as MILABs, military laboratory experiments, those who have survived watching people who you probably see on TV do terrible things to either you or those around you. So, I'm not really social media literate, so I'm going to need assistance with that because I have no idea how to do anything. But, yeah, I guess hashtag I survived. And I'm sure there are a lot of you who also survived. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have been here posting, sharing these, building awareness, and also those of you who have been checking in to see how Iris is. It's a rough situation, but don't worry, guys, we've got this, and I'm going to make sure that this is used to help other families, to help other children, and to make sure that CPS is placed under a microscope, and that every single case that they have ever touched, every single case that they have ever taken a child away from their family is reevaluated, because CPS is a huge contributor to human trafficking in the country. It is one of the biggest contributors to human trafficking in the country. And I think it's time that the CPS employees who have trafficked children from good homes for personal profit be held responsible. I'm looking forward to my day in court, where I will request that the assets and money and everything that these employees have be frozen, and that they are not able to function because they have frozen and destroyed people's lives. I'm looking forward to requesting that executive order passed on December 21st, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I'm looking forward to requesting that happening in court. So, I'm excited because I'm going to go into a little bit about me in this one, so I apologize if you don't want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, just turn off the video right now. But I love law. I love legal stuff. And I'm actually a little disturbed at how much I've been enjoying going through the legal paperwork and evaluating the documents and planning my case. And yeah, I'm actually a little disturbed at how much I'm enjoying this. But it's also a good thing, I guess. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to my day in court. I'm really looking forward to talking to the judge and getting my story out there. And it's not just for me. It's for everybody, all of you, each and every one of you who has been harassed by CPS and who's concerned about being harassed by CPS. You know, I spoke to even one of the CPS workers on Iris's case, and she mentioned that, you know, her daughter had accidentally hurt herself, and she was terrified that CPS was going to come and take her child. When you have CPS agents afraid that CPS is going to come and take your child for an accident, that's how you know something is out of control. That's how you know. So I'm going to be using this to set precedent for any and everybody who has or may be harassed by CPS. And I'm going to make sure that this shit show ends, because this is not acceptable in a civilized society. This is not acceptable in a society where there's life. Taking people's children away for personal profit, no. And I'm also going to do what I can to make sure that foster families who assisted, who made false claims to help CPS, destroy families and everything. I'm also going to do whatever I can to make sure foster families are held responsible. So, yeah, there's a lot to work on, a lot to build, but I wanted to thank each and every one of you who's been helping me, working alongside me, helping me with the paperwork and get documents and everything. You guys have been beyond phenomenal, and I will never be able to thank anybody who's helped enough. But yes, I'm looking forward to making a stand and looking forward to standing up for not just myself, but for everybody who's ever been harassed by these monsters. And I will definitely keep you guys updated. And I'm going to try and have something big for you when I do have my day in court. I'll see if I'm able to pull it off. But yes, I will keep you all updated. Oh, sorry, I said I was going to try to stop pacing. I'm sorry. But, hi. Yeah, so, thank you, everybody. Let me see if I can flip this so you can see her. Hold on. No, maybe not. Okay. Ani. Hi. That's Anixia, Scott's cat. But, yeah. So, thank you, everybody who's been supportive. Thank you, everybody who's been sharing my videos. And thank you, everybody who came here from medicalkidnap.com. They are a wonderful group of people who are doing what they can to expose the trafficking within CPS, the trafficking within our, government, and, everything that happens, behind the scenes. And, I'm very, very grateful that you took the time to listen to my story, watch my videos, and write about what happened to my family and to so many other families. So, thank you very much for that as well. I think that's about it for this one. I might have a flashback video for you guys today. We're gonna see. I'll play it by ear. I'll let you know. I mean, obviously you guys will know because you'll get the alert or whatever. But yeah, now I'm just kind of droning on. So thanks again, guys. And where we go on, we go all.